it's Laura, and welcome to our weekly forecast. For this week, we will be getting some energy from our guardian angels. Archangel Uriel gave us some cards. We also got something from Archangel Michael. And we will be, here's the card decks we will be working with. We have our affirmation from Miracles Now. We have weekly forecasts from Angel Wisdom. We have our Empaths Empowerment deck. This is the companion card deck. And then the theme card, this one is an old favorite I had for years, Power Animal Oracle. And if you follow me on TikTok, Intuitive Dreams by Laura, periodically I will get on there and say like spirit animal I saw for the week and things like that, which I do have a story, guys. I think it's called a praying mantis, but it's this giant green grasshopper guy. I was going into my car to like run and grab lunch for everybody, and he was just standing there hanging on in the car, and I was like, I didn't want to take off. I didn't want to leave because he was just like camping out there. And so what I did was I got a leaf and I was trying to get him to like climb up onto the leaf. Dude he would not budge, okay? And so after I tried a couple things, I'm like, okay, maybe I'll just start the car, drive kind of slow. Maybe he'll hop off. Well, what happened is I drove for a while, and then I got to the light where there's this giant bush where all of these butterflies were all over. And I just kind of said to him, why don't you go jump in the bush and be with all the butterflies? And then it was kind of weird, but then I saw him kind of jump off and go into that bush. It was kind of a weird, unique experience. And then right after that, I was at the shop where I was getting a snack for everyone. So that was one of my crazy, fun experiences. That's the type of things that happen to me on a daily, on the daily, where, that's why I always tell people, get out, explore your intuition, ask for signs, ask for things. Like I have another story with like this type of thing. I've been saying, universe, within 24 hours, please show me a sign through dragonflies, bees, owls, stuff like that. And like yesterday I saw a license plate with a bee on it. And I was like, okay, I'm going in the right direction. And then I've had other instances where I will do that and I'll be like driving. One time it was really weird. I was driving on the highway, and then a dragonfly was above a car on the highway. And I was like, how the hell could a dragonfly be above a car and we're speeding, driving above the highway? When there was no swamps or water or whatever there. Yeah, so I've seen some really cool stuff happen when you get into the flow of spirit, and you're just like, I'm letting go of a ceiling of how things are supposed to happen. My belief system blocking me from receiving divine messages. My belief system blocking me from my inner divinity, So feel like that's one of our topics. So we're just gonna do some, like call in some good vibes now. So it's up to you, okay? If you're someone that's new here, consider, going down into the description, and, I do have a 30% off sale going on right now till September 1st if you would like to work with me. So we're just going to close our eyes, calling in the guardian angels now, blessing everyone's upcoming week bringing in Archangel Uriel and Michael, asking them to help everyone on their divine journey. And now we're just calling in the Archangel Uriel and asking him if there's anything that he would like to say to everyone. I feel like Uriel, I got this recently at a metaphysical store, and it has a Uriel prayer on it. And Uriel has always like just made himself known to me. And it was kind of weird when I was always working with Michael and I would just hear his name, Uriel, Uriel, Uriel. He would just make himself known to me a lot till finally I was like, okay, Uriel is, I'm always including Uriel as a part of my team. And let's just do this prayer real quick to get the energy of Uriel here for everyone. He will help you to find what's missing in your life, as well as Shamuel. But Uriel said there's a lot of people that are seeking the truth, a lot of people that are lost, a lot of people that are still in limitation. And I want to help you to get out of it. Okay, so that's what Uriel's saying. Call on me all this upcoming week. So I'm just going to read you the prayer on the back of this. Isn't this cool? This is the way it came. And it says, Great Angel Uriel, Light of God, Guardian of the earth and humankind, thank you for bringing down the touch of sacred fire. Inspire me to creative work so that my dream may come to earth. Your flame is vision, prophecy, the poetry of truth. Set my creative spark ablaze so that my word and pen and hand bring light into the world. So our creative people, you see right here, he's saying it's time to get out, write, create, draw. He wants people to utilize whatever is deep inside needs to come out and be shared with the world. So our musicians, our artists, our filmmakers, it's time to get that going, to, or to create something even more, something that you've been sitting on the fence. Uriel is saying, I can help you create it. And, for new people here, the angels, archangels want to remind people it's not about religion. Like the angels say, we don't interfere in people's free will choices. We want people to be who they are. We're not going to sit there and tell them what they believe or don't believe is right or wrong. God is just love, okay? Humanity puts their beliefs on us, okay? We're neutral. We just help and support. Of course, there are angels that support different religions because God put us there to help support people for those belief systems. But we're not going around telling people what you should and shouldn't do. We support everybody. Okay. Alrighty. So now that was the spiel of the day. So thank you, Uriel. And this is Uriel's card. Okay. So for the upcoming week, we have the fox and adaptability. Adapt to the changes that are happening. Okay, and the Uriel is saying, if you feel like you're stuck in limitation or you're like at a ceiling of how much you could achieve, have, do, financially, things like that, what he's saying is work on breaking past the ceiling, okay? And Uriel does want me to tell another story, okay, related to this. So I was recently watching a video. I think his name is John of New, and this guy's really interesting. Like, a friend sent me one of his videos where he talked about the fall of Doreen Virtue and what happened to her, and it just really resonated with me that instead of her, if you guys were familiar with her, she was someone that was she was the one that kind of pioneered teaching people about how to connect to angels and that. And then she kind of went in the opposite direction and went into fear-based Christianity and is now off in a new direction. So he kind of put the question out there. But anyway, I started scrolling, watching all of his videos. And he had this one where he closed his eyes at night and he would see these colors come in, and he would be like, okay, I close my eyes. The whole thing is, I think he was trying to connect, to go outside of his body. And it was like he focused on his body, and he got to his eyelids, and he started to kind of see colors and stuff through his eyelids. And he was like, every time he started to focus on the colors, they would disappear. And then he kept doing it. And I think his angels, his spirit team, Jesus, whoever, said, the eyelids aren't there. And then all of a sudden he was like, oh, that's right. I'm just a soul. I'm just energy. And so when he thought about himself, like, I'm not this body. I'm not, I'm not this life. I'm not this or that. Then he was able to break out of his circumstances, and he could see those colors and connect with things deeper. Now, hopefully I'm explaining it in the right way, but you could check that guy out. He had a past life regression, and he believes that he is one of the apostles, John. And everything that he just said made sense to me. Like, he's not trying to recruit people to a religious background. He's like a philosopher. Like, everything he just said made so much sense to me. But anyway, let's get on with the reading, guys, okay? If you're still here at 11 minutes, thanks for continuing to be here. Alrighty, now let's get to, was Michael's take for what he thinks people should pay attention to. We got adaptability. Now, Michael has Pathfinder. Trust your instincts to guide you through this situation. So we have adaptability and trusting your instincts from the archangels. That's their key themes for this upcoming week. I do feel like they want you to be on your toes a little bit, to be playful. They're telling me it's nothing to worry about, but they want you to get outside of your comfort zone. Continue to do things that maybe you wouldn't normally do every day. Okay, what could I do today that I've always wanted to try or go to or explore or, apply for? So people looking for a job, or people wanting to go to new places, meet new people. It's still that time. This is still that energy. And for people, I know, like, people are talking about, like, the retrogrades or different planetary things shaking you up. One thing that I've noticed is we're starting to see a split for people. Some people are still being heavily affected by the planetary shifts. Then we have people that they're going past that, and they're still staying in this safe, neutral space. Now, for those type of people, it's because you've already worked through a lot of stuff. So if you notice, okay, there's in the spiritual world, oh my God, prepare. There's this Mercury retrograde, this planet, and people are freaking out, but nothing is happening in your life, or you feel like, okay, things are still calm for me because you've already worked through a lot of stuff. So it's not going to impact you as bad. Okay, so that's what they're saying. And also they said your belief about it. If you believe in the hype of what's going on, you're a powerful being, okay? If you believe in the hype of the spiritual stuff going on and you tune into it, you may, okay, you know what? Okay, oh my gosh, this stuff is going to happen and I'm going to feel off and weird stuff's going to happen with my electronics and blah, blah, blah. Then you're going to recreate that in your own environment, okay? So there's a couple of components here you want to pay attention to. I don't want to set myself up for failure, okay? Notice how you feel. Don't feed into the system, okay? You know, like people like me are here to help people and kind of guide our path. But if you feel like, okay, I'm tuning into some fear and worry that otherwise it's not there, then step away, okay? Don't continue to listen to that person or speaker or whatever, okay? Now, let's see what Michael wants to bring to the table. He said he wanted to give a prayer to people. He's bringing up self-respect, okay? And he said know when to step away from things that aren't healthy. There's so many people that are saying that, oh, I'm a spiritual teacher now. I'm this. Just because someone has 10K and followers doesn't mean they're the guru or they're the best of the best. It means they know internet marketing or they did what they needed to do to get those followers. Okay, remember that, people. What I do get is that people, there's a lot of people waking up. We want to help each other, okay? But remember, let's see. Michael is saying that your self-respect may be impacted by what other people are doing. He's also saying when you go to bed, make sure that your phone is in another room, that you're not waking up with 100 people in your room, which means, this is funny because I saw this with Jay Shetty. He said, why would you wake up and allow 100 people into your room? Meaning you wake up and get on your phone and your mind, you're allowing 100 people into your mind. Why would you do that? Okay, so dear God and the angels, thank you for helping me see myself as you see me through the eyes of love. Thank you for honoring and respecting me. Please guide me, do the same for myself, and grant me the courage to speak up on my own behalf. I ask for your protection in all my relationships, so I'm surrounded by loving and kind people. So this is what we want for the upcoming week, along with what Michael is talking about. When you're starting your day, have your phone in another room and that ground yourself. Have your morning routine, journal, write, pull cards, whatever. Then get your phone or whatever you need to do to connect with the outside world on social media. Okay? We don't want all that noise, all that stuff in your head already while you're trying to start your day. Okay? And then this could be for the people, our family, our friends. Okay? They're showing me this card in white, okay? Make sure that your needs are being met and things of that nature. Alrighty, now let's get to our affirmation. We have for miracles now. In the midst of a meltdown, I breathe through the discomfort and come out on the other side. Okay, in the midst of a meltdown, I breathe through the discomfort and come out on the other side. Remember to take a break. Remember to step back. Not to let others take your power. Okay, so for the beginning of the week, we have the card Victory. Wise choices that bring public recognition and success, promotions, awards, scholarships. And they said this is where the self-respect card, it's like how you view yourself, how you start your week, determines how things will play out. Very important is what I'm hearing. And then our companion card is a protective shield of light. To protect yourself from toxic people and situations, imagine a shield of white light surrounding your body. This keeps negativity out and lets positive energy in. Okay, so that's how we're starting off our week. We're thinking about our self-respect, being flexible, adapting to change, and it's like we're gearing ourselves up for the week, okay? Preparing for whatever's coming, okay? Now, so that's kind of like Monday, Tuesday energy. And then for the middle of the week, we have The good you do comes back to you, an unexpected inflow of abundance, borrowing wisely, or paying off a debt, sharing your wealth with less fortunate. So this could be about the good energy, the, things that you're doing for other people coming back to you. Whatever you've been doing for the past several months is now coming back. So you want to think about that. Am I putting out good vibe, good energy to my family and now it's coming back? Or to other people? Have I been helping others in different ways? Have I been good with my finances? That's a very strong message right here. Have I been saving that money? What is now, maybe I'm seeing a return, if for the people that invest. And now it's coming back to me. Okay, so that's what we're seeing as well. I also get, it may be, now this is a time to help others as well. So if you see your friends, family need that help, doing something to help them is important as well in the present moment. And then our companion card to this is forgive yourself. Don't become a hostage to the past by berating yourself for your choices. Make amends, forgive your own shortcomings, and keep moving toward a beautiful future. Okay, so we have some of this energy. There's the good coming in, but if you're still stuck in this energy, maybe there's some regrets about the past, or some regrets over things that you've maybe not said or done, or things of that nature. This can block your manifestations for abundance coming in. Okay, so you may want to stop and go within, reconcile any feelings there. Remember, with forgiveness, you want to forgive yourself, the other person, anything standing in the way from the past. Sometimes we can hold grudges that we don't know, from the past job, the past relationship, bosses, anything, people from the past, and that can block us from getting what we want now, okay? That's what they want you to look at and work on. Now, for the end of the week, we have the wheel. I like to think of that as the Wheel of Fortune. And speaking of that, I think Bob Barker just passed away. We had Pee Wee Herman pass away also. So I just want to say rest in peace to all those people. Bless them on their way to heaven. A fresh new start, or the end of delays, sudden or unexpected progress, a very positive change in your life, travel, or a new vehicle. Okay, so what we get is your life is still expanding. Your life is, you may be like, okay, my life may be, it's the end of the week. Things may be going back to normal. I may be adjusting. But what I feel is there's still a shift or a change in your life that's happening. Your life is still expanding. There's still some new energy that maybe has started at the beginning of the week. It's still there. So it's like, what am I going to do with this energy? Maybe there's some spark that is ignited, and now I'm going to take it and run with it. I'm going to take this energy and continue. I'm going to ride the wave and take it in a new direction. So this may be some creative project. It may be something with your money. It may be some future plans with your family, or something new, some new adventure. Think about that. What could this mean for me? And then the companion card is take baby steps. So this may be, I'm going to take baby steps on this action. Go slowly, like the patient turtle. Do not try to rush or force anything. Baby steps are golden. They will lead you to your fondest goals. So moving forward, but, sometimes we don't want to rush into things. Sometimes the best laid plans are careful, one step at a time, one foot right in front of the other. The nest egg, I get nest egg for the future, nest egg for a family. This could be for a career advancement. This could be, projects, goals, things you want to accomplish, do, have. let me see, what else do they want to say? This could also be about a birth, having a child, things coming to pass, preparing for this new energy to enter. Now, the energy for the weekend we have is passionate, confident, charismatic, restless. So there's a kind of the energy. Events requiring immediate action. Trust your instincts. Stay focused. A passionate relationship. So this may be, what I get is the things that may have started to take place in the beginning of the week. You have to take action on it. This may be following through on things. You know, you may think, so we have the desert in the background. Maybe you thought things were drying up, but here we go. You got to take some action. You got to move forward. You got to do something about it. And then we have center yourself. So even though there may be something you have to take action on, you have to move forward with, you have to make a decision about, you have to stay grounded in it. You can't just rush in. Again, the best laid plans, you don't want to rush into. Okay, let me think logically about this while I'm moving forward. Center yourself. Take a few deep breaths to regain your center. Now you can approach life from a more mindful place. Happy changes are coming. Take your time. Enjoy the process, enjoy the journey. But I also get, for some people, you're sitting on the fence with change. It's like, I know I need to make these changes, but I'm not quite doing everything I need to get off of the fence, take the action. For other people, it's like you're in the midst of change and you need to just roll with it. But don't rush in. Be logical with your approach. Okay, and with that, let's go ahead and stop here and take care, guys.